Okay, cool. So before I get started, right, Jewel, will you put yourself on mute? And then if you have a question or anything, you can unmute yourself and just stop me. Or if you don't want to say it, you could also type it out in the chat. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. So with Sigma notation, okay. Oh well, first let's back up a little bit and let's talk about the sequences, right? So we have arithmetic sequences and we have geometric sequences. Okay. So a sequence is just like an ordered list of numbers. So let's just kind of note that here. A sequence is just a ordered list of numbers. And they follow a pattern. Right. So if it's an adding pattern, then it's going to be arithmetic sequence. And if it's a multiplying pattern, then it's going to be a geometric sequence. So that's the difference between those two sequences, arithmetic and geometric. So a series is the sum of the terms of a sequence. Okay, so it's going to be the sum of the terms of the sequence. So this is the notation that we use for that. We have this big symbol right here, which is a Greek letter. This Greek letter is sigma. It's actually a capital sigma. Okay, so this is the Greek letter sigma. Okay, and it means sum. And then you have your index. And then you have your upper limit, which goes up here. So this is your upper limit. And then you have something here, which I'm just going to call like A of k, and that's just some formula. Let me move it up a little bit. Okay, so we have basically the big sigma, right? And the big sigma is going to have a index of summation, which is like your starting point. You can think of this as like your where you start, right? And this upper limit of summation, this is like where you would end. And then this is like just some formula. Like it could be, it doesn't have to be an arithmetic formula. It could be a geometric formula, right? So I'll give you an example here. So let's expand and find the sum. And let me pick a different color. So expand and find the sum. So we're going to find the sum. We're going to start at k equals 1. We're going to go all the way up to 5. And our formula is going to be 3k. Just 3 times k. So expand and find the sum. Okay, so we're going to do the sum of the sequence 3k, 3 times k, right? And it's going to, or that's the formula of the sequence. And we're going to start when k is equal to 1, and we're going to stop when k is equal to 5. So this would be equal to, so think if I plug 1 into this formula, 3 times 1 is going to be my first term, 3 times 1. Okay, this is when k is equal to 1. So I'm going to put on top here. So that's when k equals 1. Okay, and when k is equal to 2, I'm going to have 3 times 2. So when k is equal to 2, I'm going to do 3 times 2. Okay, and then when k is equal to 3, I'm going to have 3 times 3. When k equals 4, that's going to be 3 times 4. And then when k is equal to 5, that's going to be 3 times 5. Okay. Now, because this is the sum, right? This is a series. And we're looking for the summation of this. Then I'm going to add all of these together. So they're all going to have a plus sign in between. Okay. So the expanded sequence would be, or the expanded series would be 3 times 1 is 3, plus 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 times 3 is 9, plus 3 times 4 is 12, and then plus 3 times 5 is 15. So this is when it's expanded. So that's your expanded series. Okay. So whenever you're asked to expand a series, right? You're looking. I mean, this is the series right here, but this is just really compact. This is using sigma notation. Okay. But when you're asked to expand it, you're asked to actually find what is the series, right? What are the terms that you're adding together? Okay. And then to find the sum, right? And it says, and find the sum. So to find the sum, all you do is you just add them all up, right? 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus 15, and that's the sum. Okay. So the sum for this would be S sub n. So we're going to use this notation is equal to 45. S just stands for like the partial sum. The partial sum is equal to 45. When you add all those up, you get 45. Right, so that's your sum. Okay. So do you have any questions so far, Joel? No. Okay. All right, so let's do another example. Okay, let's do another example where you're asked to expand and do the same thing, expand and find the sum. Okay, expand and find the sum, and we're going to do the summation from I equals 3 to 6, and it's going to be 1 plus I squared. So 1 plus I squared is my formula. Okay, and I'm going to expand and then find the sum. So I'm going to first expand it. So I'm going to start at 3, and I'm going to end at 6. So I'm going to plug 3 into this, and then I'm going to plug 4, then I'm going to plug 5, then I'm going to plug 6, and then I'm going to add up all of those terms together. Okay, so I'm going to start when I equals 1. So I'm just going to write here I equals 1. I get 1 plus 1 squared. And then I'm going to add when I equals 2. When I equals 2, I'm going to have 1 plus 2 squared. And then I have to add I equals 3. Oh, wait. You always start with 1. Good question. Yay. So you're actually paying attention. Yay. Okay. So I made a mistake here, right? So Jewel, do you want to unmute yourself? And what mistake do you think I made?
I thought you were supposed to start at 3. So like we split up period first.
Exactly. It's still early, and yeah, this is like second period, right, of the day, and I'm still like waking up. So yeah, so I'm supposed to start at I equals 3. I just went ahead and started at I equals 1 because that was the example before, right? But really, this should have been at 3, right? So let me use my whiteout here. I'm glad I have everything all set up here. Okay, let me change that. So this is actually supposed to be I equals 3. This is supposed to be I equals 4. And then this will be I equals 5, right? Okay, so then that means this 1 right here has to be a 3. I can easily change that to a 3. And this right here has to be a 4, right? So there we go. That's a 4. So it's 1 plus 3 squared plus 1 plus 4 squared plus 1 plus 5 squared. And then I have one more, right? Which is when I is equal to 6. So plus 1 plus 6 squared. Okay, so then I just simplify all of this. And when I simplify it, so 3 squared is 9, plus 1 is 10. And then 4 squared is 16, plus 1 is 17. 5 squared is 25, plus 1 is 26. And then 6 squared is 36, plus 1 is 37. And so that is my expanded series. Okay, and the sum, so when I add up 1, 2, 3, 4, when I add up those 4 terms, I get 90. And so that's my sum. Okay. Okay. So I wanted to focus mainly, right, like on the notation. Like I said, I know that this distance learning is new for you guys, and it's definitely new for me too, right? And so since I have a little bit of time here, I'm going to go over some of the assignments that I have for you guys this week, and kind of show you. It's going to be a little different. I'm not going to use Khan Academy. I like Khan Academy, right? But I feel like it was just a little it's not so user friendly. So I did come up with Quiz-Iz. I don't know if you've ever done quizzes before, but I have some of those for you guys, and I think that it's a lot simpler, a lot easier. And then I also have a Google Doc assignment for you guys to do. So let me open that up in my classroom and see. So let me stop sharing this screen. Stop presenting, right? There it goes. Okay. So, and then let me present a different. Okay, so now you should see my Google Classroom window. Should. Do you see it?
No.
No. Hi, Ernest. So Oh, look, there's no. Maybe wait. Can't share your screen. Sorry, narrator. Okay, let me try it again. Let me try to present the screen. Let me just try a window. Nope. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now it's presenting. Okay, so now you should see my Google Classroom, right? Do you see it with all the classes?
Yes.
Okay. So. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so now what you do is, okay, so let me go into your pre-calculus class and show you what I assigned. Okay, so when you go into Google Classroom, right, you want to click on the classroom, the little class tab, and let me kind of show you the way I organize things. So I'm going to start creating a topic for each week. And this topic, or for this week, it's just called week 2. So this is like week 2 of online learning. Week 1 was all the sequences and series stuff. So I'm going to change that to week 1. So in week 2, right, these are your 3 assignments, and I kind of made it a lot simpler. And like I said, instead of doing all those Khan Academy assignments, I'm just going to do these 3. So 2 of them are quizzes, and then this series and Sigma notation is a Google Doc, and it says due last. So you just click on the first one, expanding series and Sigma notation, and it's a quizzes. So this first one right here is only like 5 questions, and it's one of those quizzes activities, right? So you actually, you don't have to log in to quizzes. You don't have to create an account. You can if you want to, which if I were you, I probably would create an account or sign in, just because it says that it saves your results. But if you guys just type in your name, okay, in the quiz, so let me give you an example. I'm going to open up the web link. I think it's going to probably automatically log me in because I'm signed in Google. I'd be wrong, right? But it's going to ask you for your name at the beginning, so just make sure you type in your full name, your first and your last name, and that's how you're going to receive your credit. Okay. Do you think my internet got the virus, the coronavirus? Because it's like so slow right now. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna have me sign in, but yeah, you definitely don't have it in because I've done this. So you could also just go to join my quiz and the quiz code. Okay, but anyway, while that's loading, so let me show you the other thing. So the second one, Sigma notation, that's also the quizzes. And actually, no, I'm sorry, the last one is the quizzes. This one is a little longer, though. It's like 10 or 12 questions, 10 or 12 on quizzes. But the Sigma notation assignment, this one right here is a Google Docs. So you open that. This is what it looks like. And then 10 years later, finally get your assignment. This thing is okay. Finally. All right. So this is just kind of like the notes that I just gave you, right? So expand the series, then find the sum. So I'll be giving you, once it's loading, you'll see it, right? It's something in Sigma notation, and you just have to expand it. So you'll just click here and type out what the expanded series would be. And then once you add them all up, then you just type whatever the sum is in this box over here. So, and there's just four little series. And there it goes. So you would type out, so let me like do one as an example, right? So this is like really bothering me that my computer is so slow right now. It normally isn't like this. Okay, so it's 2k plus 1, right? And my index of summation are starting at 1, and I'm going to end at 6. So I would plug 1 in. So 2 times 1 is 1, plus 1 is 3. So here I would type in 3, and then plus, and then I plug 2 in. So 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4 plus 1 is 5, and then plus, and I plug in 3, right, and so forth. So you just type in the expanded series here, and then once you have all those terms, you add them all up, and you type in the sum in this box. Okay, and then whenever you are finished and you're ready to turn it in, you just hit the submit or turn in button, and you should be good for that assignment right there. Okay, and then like I said, the other two are quizzes, and you can actually do them on your phone. And this is okay. Well, anyway, so I think you guys have done quizzes before, though, right? So you should know it's I think a lot user-friendly, more user-friendly than Khan Academy. So I think I'm going to stick with quizzes instead of Khan Academy, and I'm just going to make my own little instructional videos. And then you just click on, let's see, invited you to take a class quiz. Okay, optional. So no, you don't have to put your parent or guardian email address. So just make sure it has your name, and then you click on start quiz, and that's it. Assigned you 2 games. Refresh the page to see them. So there you go. And then just make sure, like I said, make sure you type in your full name, and then on my end, I'll be able to see your name and your score. And set it up to where if you want to take the quiz again, you can take it like multiple times to get a better grade. So if you guys run into any issues with that, just let me know. Okay, but other than that, that's all I had for you guys today. So if you just came on and you missed these notes, I did record this video, and so I will be posting it on Google Classroom, and so you'll be able to go back and see me walk through all of these notes here. Okay, so those of you guys that just joined in, let's see, Jeremiah and who else? Ernest, do you guys have any questions for me? Jeremiah or Ernest? Or even Joel, if you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, definitely go back and watch this video after I upload it to Google Classroom, and refer back to this video if you need help. And if you encounter any problems on any of those assignments and you need help with them, you guys know my tutoring hours, right? Do y'all know what time I have tutoring, virtually tutoring? It's every, so let me type it out here in the chat so you guys can see, right? So it's every Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 4 o'clock p.m. So pretty much every day at 3:30, I log on to I have a link, and I have it saved on Google. Actually, I don't think I do, but I'll put it on Google Classroom so you can see it. And there's just a link to tutoring, and I just have myself available. Like I just sit in the chat room basically until someone pops in and has a question. And if nobody has a question, then at 4 o'clock I log off, and that's pretty much the end of the workday for me. So yeah, every day from Monday through Friday at 3:30 to 4 p.m. I'm just sitting in an empty group chat, waiting for people to come and ask me questions. Okay, so if you have any questions, just click on the virtual tutoring link, and you can join in like this and ask me questions. I can help you. I can walk you through any of the assignments and things like that. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. So you enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. Wash your hands. Okay. Keep your distance from everyone. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye.